A senior White House official confirmed this week that new Social Security communications are being sent out nationwide right now, and what's inside them will affect millions of Americans heading into the new year. This confirmation didn't come from social media, and it didn't come from speculation. It came directly from people involved in reviewing Social Security operations as we move into 2026. And that matters because what I'm about to walk you through is already in motion. If you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or survivor benefits, there is mail being sent around December 29th that you should not ignore. This is not a routine notice. This is not a random update, and it is not something to casually toss aside. These letters connect directly to your payments, your benefit status, and in some cases, your eligibility moving forward. What makes this especially important is that most people won't realize the impact until it's already affecting their money. Some of these changes show up quietly, others show up weeks later, and for many seniors, the confusion doesn't come from what's written in the letter, but from what the letter quietly sets in motion. Today, I'm going to explain what this December 29th SSA mail really means, why it's showing up right now, how it connects to Social Security changes going into 2026, and what you need to pay attention to before small issues turn into expensive ones. This is information that can protect your income, your benefits, and your peace of mind. Now, before we go any further, let me be clear about one thing. This is not fear. This is awareness. These notices are not punishments, but they are signals. And understanding those signals early gives you control. December is always a sensitive month for Social Security recipients. It's the moment where one year closes and another begins, and that transition triggers system updates, recalculations, and reviews. The Social Security Administration uses this window to finalize changes that take effect in January. That's why mail sent around December 29th carries more weight than most people realize. Many seniors assume that if their check has been arriving on time, everything must be fine. But that assumption can lead to problems. These letters often explain adjustments that don't show up immediately. Some affect February or March payments. Others adjust how future income is counted. Some simply confirm information, while others quietly flag accounts for review. The timing is intentional. December 29th gives just enough time for beneficiaries to review information before the new year begins, but not enough time for delays to go unnoticed. That's why reading and understanding these notices matters more than ever. One of the most common reasons these letters are sent involves benefit recalculations. Social Security reviews income records, reported changes, and eligibility details toward the end of the year. Even small shifts, like part-time work, changes in household support, or changes in living arrangements, can trigger updates. For SSI recipients especially, income rules are strict. A small change can lead to an adjustment that feels sudden if you're not prepared for it. These adjustments are not punishments. They are recalculations based on rules that have been in place for decades. But when you don't expect them, they can feel alarming. Another reason these letters go out in late December has to do with Medicare. Many people have their Medicare Part B premiums deducted directly from their Social Security payments. When those premiums change, the SSA sends notices explaining what will be deducted starting in January. For people on fixed incomes, even a small adjustment can matter. What makes this more confusing is that some of these letters look routine while others feel urgent. Some are just confirmations. Others require a response. The challenge is knowing the difference. This is where a lot of people start to feel anxious, especially when they hear rumors online about benefit cuts or surprise changes. It's important to understand that the SSA does not communicate major benefit losses through vague notices or social media rumors. Official communication comes directly by mail, and it follows a predictable structure. That brings us to the issue of stimulus talk and confusion. You may have heard people online claiming that new payments are coming, or that benefits are being reduced, or that new requirements are being rolled out quietly. In reality, the SSA often uses year-end letters to clarify what is real and what is not. If there were any approved stimulus payments connected to Social Security, the agency would notify beneficiaries clearly and directly. They would not rely on third-party videos or unofficial messages. That's why reading your December 29th mail carefully matters. It helps separate fact from speculation. As we move into 2026, many seniors are already feeling financial pressure. Rising costs, housing expenses, food prices, and medical needs all stack up. The SSA letters don't solve those problems, but they help you understand where you stand so you can plan. One thing many people don't realize is that these letters often include information that affects future eligibility. For example, if your income changed during the year, or if you received help from family, or if your living arrangement shifted, that information may affect your benefit amount going forward. These changes are not always immediate, but they matter. Another important point is that some letters are sent simply to verify information. This might include confirming your address, checking household composition, or updating records. These are routine, but ignoring them can cause delays or interruptions later. For SSI recipients especially, year-end reviews are common. Because SSI is based on financial need, even small changes can trigger a review. That doesn't mean something is wrong, it means the system is doing what it is designed to do. Medicare-related notices are also common this time of year. These explain premium amounts, coverage updates, or deductions that will begin in January. Understanding these numbers helps you avoid surprises when your payment arrives. Another important piece of this conversation involves misinformation. During the holiday season, scams and false claims increase. Some people receive messages claiming to be from Social Security, asking for personal information. Real SSA notices never demand immediate action through threats, phone calls, or links. Legitimate communication gives you time to respond and provides clear instructions. If something feels urgent in a threatening way, that is a red flag. The SSA does not operate that way. Their letters are formal, structured, and informational, even when action is required. Now let's talk about what you should actually do if you receive mail around December 29th. First, open it and read it carefully. Don't assume it's bad news. Many letters are simply informational. Second, identify what type of notice it is. Is it a confirmation, a review, or a request? The first few paragraphs usually make that clear. Third, check if there is a deadline. If there is, make a note of it and plan to respond within that time frame. Fourth, keep the letter in a safe place. These documents are useful for future reference, especially if questions arise later. Fifth, if you don't understand something, reach out for clarification. That could mean contacting Social Security directly or discussing it with a trusted family member or advisor. As we move into the new year, these steps help prevent stress and confusion. Knowledge gives you control, and control reduces anxiety. It's also important to understand that these notices are not punishments. They are part of the system that ensures benefits remain accurate and sustainable. When understood properly, they can actually help protect your income. Now let's talk briefly about how this connects to stimulus discussions. While there is ongoing conversation in Washington about economic relief, no new nationwide stimulus payments are automatically tied to these December letters. Any real program would require formal approval and clear communication. If that happens, beneficiaries will be informed directly and clearly. Until then, it's important to avoid speculation. Focus on what is confirmed and documented. That approach protects you from unnecessary worry. As we approach the end of the year, many seniors feel overwhelmed. That's understandable. But staying informed gives you strength. Knowing what to expect helps you prepare rather than react. These December 29th notices are part of that preparation. They give you insight into your benefits, your status, and what the next year may bring. Before we close, I want to say this clearly. You are not alone in this process. Millions of Americans are navigating the same system, facing the same questions, and adjusting to the same changes. Staying informed is one of the most powerful things you can do. If you receive a notice, take a moment to read it. If something doesn't make sense, ask questions. If you need help, seek it from trusted sources. This is your benefit, and you deserve clarity. As we move into the new year, staying grounded and informed will help you face whatever comes next with confidence. If this explanation helped you understand what's happening and why it matters, take a moment to share it with someone who might also be concerned. And if you have questions or want to share what kind of notice you received, leave a comment. Those conversations help others feel less alone and more prepared. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Staying informed is one of the strongest tools you have, and I'll be here to help you understand what comes next as things continue to develop.